Hello. Here we are live with some more Pokemon Legends A. Last time we finished up hunting for a shiny Slowpoke. We needed the last one for Slowbro, which will eventually evolve. And then we started working toward trying to get the last shiny Trade Evo Pokemon that we need, which is Porygon 2 and Porygon Z. As well as just a regular Porygon in there as well. So far, no luck. We were at it for quite a while yesterday. I've been kind of picky about what we get zone-wise because, whatchamacallit? Because we only have one normal sparkling power, and it's a level 1. So I'm really trying to make the most of it. So I've rejected a few areas because, like, ideally we get one of two options. One of which I had previously passed up on, but now realize I probably shouldn't have. One is a small area with Porygon and a shiny I don't have, as well as some other third shiny I do have. Or a medium area with 2 shinies I don't have. I mean, I think the small one would probably be more ideal, but kind of just is what it is. See, we have both of those. Or we have both Baneri and Diggersby as the full line shiny. I mean, I might check the alpha. Yeah, we've just been working at this. Hopefully we get somewhere with this. I kind of imagine the Porygon's going to be a pain in the ass to get once we even get into the area, given it's only going to be a sparkling 1. But we'll see. And then other than that, yeah, I've been going through a bunch of potential Pokemon nicknames that I had written out. Primarily for shinies, but just in general, to sort of categorize them. So we spent a bunch of time doing that yesterday. Categorizing by, like, general categories, color, like the personality of the Pokemon, the shape or size of the Pokemon, and then potentially types that the name could fit with. So it's just been sort of a slowly whittling away at it, especially because it works really well to do it here, and it gives me something to talk about without, losing my sanity, so. You know, it gives something to talk about without having to... it works well while doing this, whatever. Anyway, we got to the F names last time. Gone through about 400 nicknames out of about 1,500, so yeah, we're just gonna go from there, and then at some point we'll probably have to go through the list a second time to sort of make tweaks and changes and see if there's any other categories and stuff I want to add, but that'll be a come for future me. Okay, we're starting with the name Fanana. There's a funny sound. I mean, it's giving me banana vibes. I'm sure that there was some reason I did that, so I guess I'll just put yellow as the shiny. I don't think we're getting anywhere else with that, though. A lot of the sound ones are weird. Okay, we got Fandango, which is a word, sort of, from a brand, I guess. I don't really associate anything with it. I mean, I can look up what the general logo colors are in just a sec. But it is what it is. I haven't, like, really... I've only removed a few nicknames from the list, and that's just been dupes. Like, I haven't really been removing stuff, so... Let me see. I think I like the orange and white and blue. I guess orange and white is sort of their main thing. Oh, crap. Okay, Fat Stacks. Okay, that's going under quirky names. So yeah, some categories I gotta try to figure out how to subcategorize, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. Fat Stacks is definitely giving money, so green. It's probably about it, though. Okay, Fault. So the next one is Fault Line. So I'm not sure if I mean this... I guess this could be a double meaning. I mean, either way, it's a word. I guess if anything, I'm going to associate it with blue for the water aspect. Like, I don't associate, like, oh, something bad happened and it's somebody's fault. Like, I don't associate that with, like, really a color or a type or anything. Well, I can at least associate fault with one. I guess blue is more... I mean, it's okay. I guess even tan for, like, I don't know if faults tend to use sand or beaches, but that's just sort of what... Unless the fault only refers to... Maybe it has to be fault line. No, fault is a... doesn't do it like rock movements, actually. I guess I could throw a rocker ground in there, too, probably. Let's see. Water. Fucking... Okay, fault line is basically the same thing. Fearsome. Ah, yes, that'd be a word. I don't know if I'd necessarily associate a color, like maybe black, because black or red, because those are kind of like more evilly colors. Aggressive likes. Ooh, would I rather have aggressive likes battling as like the category, or like creepy, edgy, mysterious? I feel like the battling one makes a little more sense to me. Well, yeah, I guess battling. I'll put fighting, but also dark and ghost make a lot of sense to me. I mean, even like a dragon type could work. Okay, I got feast. I had that twice, but that's only once. So that's gonna be under words. I don't really think I want to associate much more with it though. Feeder, like a bird feeder. Not sure what exactly the intent was with this one. I don't know what the last space is, but if it's gonna be small, I still want one new Pokemon. I mean, I immediately think of like bird feeder, so I guess I'll put flying types, but that's really all I got there. Fifi, that's just a funny sound. And there's like no association. Fifi fish. Okay, well that... I guess... I wonder quirky names or funny sound. I guess quirky name, because fish is a real word. I mean... I associate blue... No, not really blue, because I'm more thinking of the fish part. Because, like, I associate fish with blue, but at that point, water types are probably a more encompassing thing. I guess I'll start with blue. Okay. Also, I don't know why I thought orange, because of goldfish. That's like it. And then, yeah, that'd be underwater types. F-E-H-I. Is that a word, or did I just make that sound up? I guess it can be a first name, but in like a probably presumably non-English language. But I think I honestly most likely mean that in just like I threw a sound together. Because I do that shit all the time. Okay, I have Fennec, which, do I mean Fennec Shand from, like, Star Wars, or do I mean, like, a fox? Okay. I'm assuming I mean the type of fox, to be honest. Which, looks to be like an orangey tan kind of color. Generally it looks like a pretty small one, so I will write shorter, small, potentially. The association. I don't really think I associate much in terms of types with that. Fertilization. Okay, that's a word choice. I mean probably brown and green, dirt and grass, and then grass and ground. I always throw bug in with a lot of the grass term for whatever reason, but hey, here we are. Fervor. Let me see. I get a quick reminder. Okay, passion, heat or excessive warmth. The cool thing, I was just like, I probably should double check what that means. Because frankly, I'm bad at definitions. Passion or excessive heat. Okay, well that actually does help me a bit, because that would probably be red. Because I feel like red is associated with passion as well as heat. I mean, I guess like it likes battling would make sense to me. I guess fire really is probably the only like raw type I think that would make sense. Okay. We got feta cheese, or just feta, but as the cheese. Is that like a white cheese? That's a white cheese, right? I'm not like losing my mind. associate with white. And that's about it. Fettuccine, that's also a food. I always think of fettuccine Alfredo when I hear fettuccine, but it's more just the noodle, which... I mean, like, and coloring, I guess? Maybe white? Because of the Alfredo part of it, but... Not anything great there. And then I guess just long. Probably no types, though. Fever. Okay, that'd be a word. I guess I'd associate that with, like, red. Or, like, heat, so, you know, you just think of the warm forehead. I mean, I think of fire again because of heat, really. That's about it, though. Fiesta. Party, but in Spanish. We can do something with that, I hope. We'll go into the words category. I don't really associate anything else with it, though, I guess. Fight pit. Okay, well, I guess it's going under quirky names. Not really any colors, but aggressive likes battling and fighting types obviously makes sense for that. Final. Okay, it's gonna be a word. I mean, if I'm gonna associate with anything, it's probably the aggressive likes battling or like fighting types. That's really it. I guess I'll put it under aggressive likes battling and fighting types. Bingle. That better not be a real word. I better have just made that up, right? Surely. Funny sound, nothing else to it. Okay, words. I may as well grab this real quick. Do need this with a good nature, so. Meant for psychic, but that's fine. Probably wouldn't have healed anyway. Okay, wait, hang on. Before I get spotted. Now I guess I had a second alpha one in here. Nope. Oop. See, clearly that's what I'm doing, is I'm alpha hunting for Chikorita. Getting some normal stuff, but not of the storage we need. Oh, I probably should use some EXP candies before I forget to. Okay, Firefighter, I mean water, so blue, but also red for fire. And in that regard, I mean, water is what it should be, but also fire. I mean, it'd be weird to have a firefighter that's a fire type, because they're creating the fire, but... what's wrong with that? Okay, well. Gotta do this real quick. Firefly. I guess I put that under animals as a bug. So I guess just like yellow because of the light they create. I mean, if anything short or small. The bug type would be the big one. I guess flying because they fly. I don't know if there's really any other types. Probably not. This has been going a little less than ideally. Let's use a few of these things before I forget. I'm just picking anything. I just want to lower the L's and XL's a tad. Just to have some wiggle room. And a few mediums would also not hurt to burn through. Mega Big Angry. That's such a good name. I love it. It feels like Mega Big Angry energy, you know? This is just shy. A little bit further than I thought, but that's okay. I miscounted ever so slightly. Yeah, I'll do like one more just to burn a few more L's and mediums, and then I'll be pretty much happy. Nice Heffels. Okay, that was actually nowhere near as much XP as I was expecting. I mean, normally it feels like you need like 100 larges, so this guy didn't want to feel too greedy, I guess. Nah, just a little more. Okay. Cool, that's good enough for now. Gives us some wiggle room. Oh wait, let me, for future me's sake, do that, do a quick save. And I believe we already checked the map, but I can, yeah, sure we did. Triple, quadruple checking out of paranoia. Anyway, if I was debating if I wanted, I guess black for like night, and even like dark to some extent because of night. It's a stretch, but whatever. Firestone. I guess quirky names. I guess red for that fire and brown for rock. Sometimes it'd be awkward out here trying to categorize these. Normal, but no. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, fire or rock. I mean, maybe a ground type, but probably not. But I'll throw it in there anyway. Dish of Doom. Okay, well, that'd be a quirky name, alright. I'm gonna do the whole thing I did with the other Fifi fish, which is blue and orange, because I, for some reason, think goldfish every time I hear that. And then I got water types. Fisticuffs. I guess that's a word. I don't know if that should go under word or quirky names, but I'll put it under words. Not really a word people use, but I think it is just like an actual word. I don't know where else it would come from. And then aggressive likes battling and fighting type makes the most sense to me. Fists of Steel. I guess that's technically a quirky name. Maybe light gray for steel. Aggressive likes battling, I mean fighting or steel. Flagship. I guess that'd be a word. I don't know why I said that, like... I mean, that is a word, right? People say, like, their flagship brand or whatever, like okay, anyway. What else would I even associate with that, though? Probably nothing. I mean, maybe water types. But that's kind of a stretch. I guess because of water, fuck it. You know, off that alone, we'll do water. I kind of thinking of a white flag, too, for whatever reason. So we're running with it. Okay. Flambe. Is this like a food, a French food, or am I making shit up? Oh, it's like a cooking method, actually. Huh. Not exactly what I thought it was, but I just like thinking of flans, florins. Some shit. I don't know. Okay. The method of cooking. That creates bursts of flames. That's sort of how it's being described. Creates a burst of flames. So it is a word. And I associate probably like red and orange for cooking. And probably just like fire types. Flame Sphere. Ah, yes. Quirky name. I guess red and orange for the flames. This round for the shape. Fire for the type. Flaming lips. What the f... I guess like red and pink, maybe? Clearly I'm making things tricky out here. With just the weirdest names. So fire, maybe like fairy or psychic? The lips aspect, I don't know. Flapjack. Hang on, what was it? Is it like... Okay, food. Yeah, okay. Like oat bars. Can leave a note for myself. At least that's what's coming up. At the rate we're going, I'm just gonna take any fucking Porygon we find. This has been going on for too long. I mean, it's kind of like a tan or brown color. I mean, it looks like it is commonly cut into squares, so I'll put square or rectangle. I don't know, there's a type with it that I associate. Flapper, okay. Funny sounds, I guess. The divide between funny sounds and quirky names is, as categories is very blurred. I just associate it with like flying type because of wings, maybe dragon type even because of usual wings. Flappy is kind of the same boat. Maybe I put it under quirky names actually. Not really a sound. Flappy attack. Okay, so clearly I was going on some train of thought when I came up with these names. I was going down some path. Quirky names. I mean, I guess aggressive because battly. I think flying and dragon, maybe. I mean, maybe fighting, but probably not. Flappy hat. Huh? Oh, I'm getting some yawns in. Ah. The second I start doing something mildly repetitive in this game, I start getting sleepy. Flappy, I mean, I guess flying and dragon. Flappy Wappy, okay. Okay. Same vibe. Flashlight, okay, that's a word, not flashlight, thankfully. I guess I associate it with like a yellow beam of light, or maybe technically black because of the darkness, but I don't think I'm gonna see like a black shiny. I'm not gonna see like Palisand and be like, you know what, I need to name this thing Flashlight. Anyway, I don't think there's really much else I'd put for that. Fleeble, Fleeble, and Flibble. Those are sounds, alright. I don't think we're getting anything else out of that. Bleep. That's also a funny sound. Yeah, I'm getting very far with that. Oh boy, yeah, come on. I need to actually make some progress on something today, guys. So flesh is a word. I guess I associate it with like tan for mainly skin and then like red for like blood. I mean, the edgy mischievous probably would make the most sense. I guess I think of it as like ghost and dark, maybe fighting to some extent, because I don't know. I do okay. Just checking. Double checking that wasn't shiny. I've only seen one Porygon today, and it was under not optimal situation or circumstances. Flibbly, flubbly, and flubly. Okay, those are all just funny sounds. I got nowhere else to go with that. Flicker. That'd be a word. I mean, like, flickering lights make me think, like, more yellowy, but I don't think we're getting very far elsewise. Oh my gosh! Jeez! The odds be kicking in! Yeah, flicker is weird. I guess I'll put yellow, maybe black. Because like the darkness, but I mean, I could see it going with like a ghost or a dark type if I had to pick a type. So they're flickering the lights or whatever. Flight. Okay, that'd be a word. I don't think I really associate colors with that, but I would just say flying. And I think it's another one where dragon is not that absurd to put as a type either. I guess I'll do that. Flip. Okay, that's the word. I don't know what else I'm doing with flip though. I mean, I could, I guess, see like flying or fighting if I had to pick a type, but that's about it. Flipperoo. Okay, well now we're going into quirky name territory, I guess, or funny sounds. Yeah, I don't know. It's the middle. Once again, that line is just so blurry. Theoretically, this could have Porygon. I don't know. I feel like Porygon seems to show up first try most of the time, so I'm just gonna keep going. Flipperoo, I don't think I'm getting anywhere with that. Flipping be a word. I mean, I guess like flying or dragon. I can also see like fighting, like you're flipping someone in a fight. Flippy flops. That's a quirky name already. I got nothing on that one. Floob. That's a funny sound, and I ain't getting anywhere on that either. Floosh. Not flush. Floosh. I mean, if I had to pick a type, water, probably just because it sounds like flush, but that's really it. Coming up there. Floral, floret, flora. Okay, that'd be under plants, I guess, as opposed to words. Back to 2. Only took us a half hour. Oh, we've been doing this for a half hour and gone nowhere. Okay, well, that's fucking great. So yeah, I guess that'd just be sort of like the green, maybe yellow, grass type, bug type. Floral is the exact same boat. Well, maybe not the yellow as much. Maybe actually I put brown for floral. Well, nah, maybe. I don't know what I actually associate with. I feel like you could associate a lot of different colors with like flowers and flowery things. Maybe I just get rid of the yellow entirely. I guess I will. Flort. Okay, well that's a funny sound. No anything. Flower, that's plants again. Green grass bug. Flower bud, same thing. I'm not sure exactly why I keep putting bug with a lot of these, but something about it I guess feels right to me. Maybe that's just because I like bees and stuff. Or, you know, the bugs interacting with flowers and plants. But yeah, anyway. Flub, that's a sound, alright. Flubub, funny sound. Fluff, that'd be a word. I mean, I sort of think of like white for some reason as like a lot of fur colors being that, but I don't think we're getting very far with that. Yeah, I don't even think I really want to commit to that color because that's more just like a first thought general association as opposed to like an actual larger kind of association. So I might just get word. Fluffball. I mean, that's getting word, and then I'll get a round, which eventually should probably just change to circle, but whatever. Fluffy, that's a word. I'm not getting very far with that. Fluid, okay, well that'd be words. I guess blue, because of water and water types. But I feel like that could go under just a lot of shit. Okay. Flumbo. Flumbo is a funny sound. I'm not getting anywhere with that. Flumbub, funny sound. Ain't getting anywhere with that. Fluppity and fluppity is funny sounds. I ain't getting anywhere with that. Fluppets and flup-its. E-I-E-T and I-T. That's a funny sound right there. Fluppy, funny sound. Flytrap. Okay, that's a word. That's a weird one to classify. Oh, this is starting to get kind of tiring. I guess I sort of associate with like green. Venus flytraps and whatnot. I mean, I guess aggressive makes sense for this. And then, yeah, like grass and bug. Uber. Well, that's a funny sound where I'm getting nowhere. Foo-foo is a funny sound where I'm getting nowhere. Oh boy, can we, Peace of love, I gotta make progress. I have fungi, which is a funny sound, but I associate that with like fungus, so that's going under grass. Foot kicker. Yeah, I guess that's a quirky name. I can see aggressive and likes battling and fighting type for that. Footsies. I guess that's more of a quirky name than a word. I don't know if footsies is in the dictionary. I'm not a dictionary expert. Okay. Forewarned. Okay, that's a word. That gives some ominousness. So I guess under that, like a black. And then creepy, edgy, mysterious, dark, and ghost. Foxtrot. What would I, like, contextually mean by that? I don't know. Because it's not like an actual fox. It wouldn't go under animal. Ah, man, I already have all those. Oh my goodness. A few times we get it. I don't even know if I really count Foxtrot as a word. I guess it'd be more under quirky names. I don't even know. Foxy, F-O-X-Y. Is that quirky? Is it animal? I guess that's probably quirky, but I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I guess, is there like a description people use? Like, is there like a definition of Foxy? Well, I am getting the FNAF character. I don't really think that's what I meant, if I'm being honest. I'm not... I mean, I think I also would have had more of the FNAF characters if I was doing it for FNAF. Let's see. Sly, clever, crafty, of or resembling a fox. I'm assuming we'll do sly, clever, crafty. I think that makes sense. It is a word. Thought it was. That's probably. I guess I could put it under creepy, edgy, mischievous. I don't really know if I'd call it dark or ghost type foxy per se. It doesn't feel right for the most part. But anyway, got the word frame. I mean, I associate like a black or a brown picture frame. I guess square, rectangle. That's about it. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Hang on. There we go, I fixed it. Freak it, freak off, or freak out. I'm putting that under quirky names. I mean, almost words, but I was gonna go with the aggressive one, but like that doesn't even really make that much sense in this scenario. Freezy, yes. I guess a quirky name, and I would associate it with like blue for like ice. And then yeah, ice type, maybe a water type, depending on it. Frequency, okay, that's a word. How else would I don't think I can really classify that under anything though. Out here getting sleepy, damn son. At this point, I might just take any small area. Which is a little risky, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can really do much with frequency. Fret is also a word. Not shiny, but I'm always slightly paranoid. I probably will be able to tell. But that doesn't make me not paranoid. Let me get a definition on fret again real quick. Cause, cause to suffer emotional strain. I guess I'm just gonna say cause emotional strain or suffering. I feel like that's not shiny. I don't know why I thought that might have been. We probably have that somewhere on our FR names for this game. At this point, maybe I think I actually used that name, but whatever. I guess it'd just be like aggressive likes battling. I mean, a dark or a ghost type would be the most likely for fret. I can even see like fighting, maybe even dragon. The word friendly, that's a word. Ugh. Hmm? Nah. At some point, I just gotta take something less optimal, I think. I might regret it, but we gotta run with it more. Okay. Friendly, I think of it's like baby, silly, playful. Is the category frightmare. I guess that's going under quirky names. I mean, I immediately think like black like darkness or red like evil. And then like creepy, edgy, mischievous. Darker ghost, probably. Sure, there's other things I could... Other scenarios that I could use this name that's not a dark or a ghost type, but... Hey, that's why we have other categories. sound. Frog trap. I have to name frozen veggies as an option. That's pretty funny. I don't know what I do with frog trap. I guess that's a quirky name. Anyway, Froozies, that's just a funny sound. I mean, it's kind of close to, like, frozen or, you know, like, it makes me associate it maybe with ice. I just, like, had to pick a type. I guess ice, maybe water, but that's all I'm getting. I mean, maybe blue is the color. Froozy, I mean, that's kind of the exact same pick. Frost, okay, that's a word. I associate that probably with blue, and then ice, maybe water. Froyo, okay, that... I guess I'd count that as... It's like a food brand, or like a shorthand for frozen yogurt. I have to know what else is here. Where do I go? Oh yeah, let's go over this way. Okay, real quick, I'll wrap up this one. I'll put it as food. I don't know what else I'd associate with frozen yogurt. I mean, other than like ice, maybe. Okay. Let's go see what's going on here. I'm gonna leave the tab for that. Yeah, as long as the thing that is not Bunnelby in the small area is something we don't have, I'm going to the area. And I really, really hope it's like Audino or some shit. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's limitations. Maybe Porygon can only spawn with like certain Pokemon setups. I mean, if that is the case, I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. But I don't know that for certain. It just seems likely. Where am I going? Oh, on the outer bit there's an elevator. Gotcha. Don't go up here very often, admittedly. Don't even need to. Hello. Buddy, yaddy, yaddy, doo. Slightly odd spot, but okay. What is this? Rock, fire, and bug. Okay, so water is good. There is... Starmie. Rock, fire, bug. Okay, rock is also good. Ground is good. Bring a fire type to this. Okay, let's see. We should have something interesting in one of these. Sure. I don't believe we need any of these with good natures of any kind. I mean, we don't need that many good natures to begin with, just alpha good natures. We'll see. We'll see if there's anything. I mean, I'm more here for the items. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, we got sewers. And maybe that means when we get the small Porygon, it won't be sewers, it'll be a little land space. That hit? It might. Cool. 2 EXPLs! Yeah, we're looking just for Pokeballs, really. Keep an eye out for that, because we got Pokeball 2. Oh no, we have Berry too. Oh, I thought I had Pokeballs berries. Okay. Not quite as good or interesting, but we're already here, so. I'll see what happens with the hatch ones. There's just gonna be a lot of like, hey, did it happen to work out? Yeah, hang on. Cool. Cool. Okay, we just gotta catch something sneakily. Then we'll be pretty golden. Oh, there's a great ball, so hey, we got a Pokeball. Really? That rock slide hit from all the way over there. Kinda rude. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, they saw me. I tried to be sneaky, it didn't work. It is nice to finally have a pretty good idea of how the sewers layout is. Like, I'm probably not, like, perfect at it, but I have, like, a pretty good... Cause I know it's a dead end over there and over here. Like, I know what I'm expecting. And, you know, and generally where to look for Pokeballs and all that. Makes this a heck of a lot easier on me. Hyper Hook Bonds, I'm pretty sure, are also very helpful. Oh, excuse me. One broke out, but I got... That's why I threw two. Okay, hopefully we can get to the Go Pokeball. Just for the berries. Don't need to worry about catching anything that's not alpha. I'll still probably go for alphas most likely, because I know I need a good chunk of alphas with good natures still. I mean, I can always look it up before I start trying to catch them, but probably not necessary. Nice wall toxic spikes. Tanga, awesome. Hi, Scythers. Don't mind me, just coming through. Anything over here? In this case, unfortunately, no. Hey, Kakunas, don't mind me, I'm just running by. Hopefully, our army can hold up here without getting obliterated by something. Some bug attack. You're a big one. Actually, I think it just looked big because of the fact that I was at a lower elevation. Okay. Okay, it seems like the gold Pokeball is gonna just be somewhere we've already been. I'm pretty sure we've taken a look at everything now. Possible I've missed something. You know, not perfect, but I'm fairly confident we've seen everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, got a decent bit of berries out of all this. I mean, we didn't get anything like crazy, but I don't know, I guess I haven't been paying that close attention. We got a decent bit of candies and whatnot in there. I still make this as an alpha. I feel like I might. The first thing where I'm like, I might actually need that. So there's very few regular good natures we need. I probably should do a better job keeping I need Igglybuff still. Oh, there it is. I should do a better job keeping track of that, huh? I think we just go run our ass over to the portal and call it. As I don't see a need to keep looking here. I mean, as I said, there could be like a Pokeball or two I missed, and if that's the case, well, oops, whatever. But yeah. Okay. Whew. Whew. Ooh, I am sleepy. Damn. Woke up a tad earlier today, but not like crazy early. Please update. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh, maybe I'm min-maxing too hard for my own good. Probably not worth it, but... Hey, after this I won't have as strong of a need to min-max for a while. With any shiny hunting we do, so... Well, back to nickname shit. Frozen, oh, that's a word. That'd be associated with blue. And then ice, and I guess water. Frozen veggies. I guess that's going under quirky names as opposed to food. No, I guess I could go under food. That's a little bit more descriptive. Yeah, I'm guessing there's certain layouts that can occur. Rozo. I guess it's a funny sound, but it's going to associate right with the ice and the blue and the water. Oh wait, I should go back to veggies. Okay. I mean, in terms of frozen veggies, I mean blue for being cold, and I guess green for veggies for the most part. So ice and grass. Then I guess water maybe. Yeah, Frozo, I guess is more just ice. Frozone. I don't know how to categorize that right now. It's a character, but I mean blue. Maybe white, a little bit too in there. I guess Frost also should go with white. I mean, I think the typing is more relevant with some of these names, but... Okay, yeah, I guess I associate that with Frozone, and then just ice, really. Ah, yes, Frupple. That's a funny sound, and I got nothing else. Fungal. Is Fungal a word? Okay, I got an Among Us map, so, I'm gonna say it's a funny sound. I mean, if anything, like, I'd associate that with, like, a fungus, kind of, you know, Amoongus kind of vibes. I guess, like, greenish, and then, I don't know, grass bug or poison type, maybe? Fungo, I think, is, like, the exact same boat. I mean, I guess technically it could be, like, purple because of the poison type association, but like, Please. I gotta know what's in there. Okay, well, this is the close one anyway. I'm gonna run inside. Fuck. Actually, no. If we're gonna test this, we may as well test both. What happens if I do fly? I don't think that updates the map. But if it does, that would save me a lot of time. I feel like we've tried this already. Nope. We'll run into a battle zone. I don't want to. I guess so. I'm out here just trying to figure out what the heck I want to do. Assuming I can get to this without any issues. It's on the outside. Oh boy. I mean, hell, at this point, by the end of the day, I just want to find an area that works. I know we're gonna be stuck there for like a week. The rate we're going. And the rate that the previous attempt at Porygon went. Which is part of why I'm being so picky. We do still need Kakuna, we're looking for neutral as an alpha, because of its moves. Crab and... Okay. You know what? I don't need the special items that badly. I gotta make more donuts too. More 5-star item-based ones. And now I gotta know where opponents are wanting to hit. Have Lucario tactically miss for no tactical reason. And then just defeat 5 trainers. That's not too bad. Oh no, it's neutral. There's Thoris here. It lived because of that. No. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We ended up doing still a normal based area for battling. Okay, they're just kind of making this a little inconveniencing. I didn't kill Ndidi, so I'm plus moving this one. Like, I don't need to take hits. You hit this okay? I was worried about that. Whatever. I opted to not. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get nothing but... I mean, we could sell some of these at the very least. Oh, this is... Whatever. Can't go this way. Game's trying to make this, like, mildly inconveniencing for me. Focus energy! Didn't focus hard enough. Energy. Actually, wait, we can just... Thank you. Just do that. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. You get that, surely. I'm gonna have questions if you failed to get that, I'll be honest. Yeah, I ran a little to the side to get that item. That was kind of on me. Oh, I died to something. I was like, I should have hit it with Psychic, but didn't need to. Close enough with the sound. Hard type. Oh, that's right. It doesn't have an ability in this game. I was getting ready to have to worry about color change. I'm like, I can hit with a fighting move, then a psychic move. That's not how that works. At least in this game. It doesn't have an ability. Rip Bozo. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll just go try to get some more Pokeballs and... Whatever shakes out, shakes out. Oh, you have berries. Whatever, I'll fight you. You have no way to get up over here. But I figure immediately gonna click conversion too. Oh! Much less annoying than the last guy. Appreciated. Gotta take the small wins. What do you got? Tango! I was hoping that'd be Tango, yeah. Once again, great for sparkling donuts. Slowly building those up again after I spent, like, most of them trying to get better normal one, sparkling donuts, and then proceeding to just get one more normal one. Which, kind of ouchies. Oh. What do we got over here? Not really. Fucking poopy butt, man. Why are you doing this? Tried to avoid me. Womp. Bro, can I like... I can just teleport, I forgot about that. I guess that would also work, huh? Didn't really think about that. I always forget about that for some reason. I think it's just good. For a while, when I first started doing stuff in hyperspace, I was trying to avoid doing that. But now there's literally no reason to not abuse it whenever need be. I mean, he's gonna stay fast. But dang, everyone likes to use Dragon Claw versus my Steel type. Oh, he's got a fancy frou-frou. Ooh, double edge, more like double miss. Got him. On his ass. Okay. Gotta get fancy items that I have a million of already. That don't actually really get me anywhere. Avoid this guy. Oh yeah, some random person has a Porygon over there to just haunt me. The laugh in my face as I suffer. I'm gonna go Pokeballs. Okay. I'm not sneaking faster. I'm paying attention to the items they gave me. I hope that was berries and not, you know, more like Galarica cuffs and shit, but it probably was Galarica cuffs and shit. Wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, it is. The item donuts can very much just be a double-edged sword, because sometimes they help. You're like, oh, berry power 3, Pokeball power, whatever. And you're like, those are helpful. And then sometimes you just get, like, item power special 3, and you're like, thanks, I can't get any berries from this. Nor do I really benefit that much. Ooh! Like, treasure? Cool. Oh, there was a thing here. Interesting. I don't see if there's anything over there. Trying to figure out how to sort of sneak around here. So I want to go fight this guy. Ideally without being seen. And then I think we're ready to leave after this. I mean, once again, it's possible I missed a Pokeball or two or whatever, but... And hey, at least we got 2 different berry trainers out of this. So, we at least got 10 berries. Plus maybe gold Pokeball berries. I wasn't paying attention. Which helps a little bit. That should be all the Pokeballs, give or take. Once again, I'm like, yeah, if I miss 1 or 2, as long as I get most of them. I'd be more greedy about it if I was going for Pokeballs, especially if I had Pokeballs level 3 to go for fancy Pokeballs, but, you know. Okay. Okay. Let us... Okay, well that's a dud, and that's it. Poopy butts. Man! Okay, I guess we're going back to middle. Oh boy. I'm shitting my pants with rage. I was ready to go back to doing nicknames. Yippee. I guess we got nothing better to do. In a moment, at least. Okay. I guess we'll keep checking the alphas in the middle. May as well. Never know when I could get lucky. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we got Fungo Pop. Okay, well, I guess that's quirky names. It's the same thing with the fungus shit. Sure. Fungui, fungus, fungi, fungi. I mean, all those are kind of the same category. Fungui is a funny sound. Fungus is a word. I mean, I guess that technically could go under plants. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to rethink a few things with the categories, but I'll worry about that later. And then fungi is, I guess, just a funny sound. Funky Monkey. The quirky name. I guess I'd associate that with monkeys. That's really all I can go with here. We got Fweep, Foop, Fwoosh, and Fwopper. Okay, those are all funny names. I got nothing there. Okay. Yeah, we have to sort. Yeah, like some of these in categories. Like Funky Monkey is an example. Like, there's definitely things that are like monkey Pokemon, or like Pokemon with like sharp appendages. I don't know, like Scyther vibe, you know, Gallade, stuff like that. Like, there's very clearly like targeted things like that that I probably did for a Pokemon of that nature, and or like thought of as a possible name and then didn't use. Because either it was bad or I just had a different name I liked more. That's hard to say. Okay, I got G.Olden. I guess that's a quirky name. I mean, that'd be yellow is the color. I got nothing else there, though. Galaga, that'd be a video game. Miscellaneous. I don't know, what colors would I associate with Galaga? Not really anything. I guess black more than anything, funny enough, just because the space. But that's about it. I mean, there's like green, red, and blue little alien guys, but I guess I'll put black. Question mark. That's all I got. Gallows. Ah, yes, that's a word. Round for nooses. And like wooden structures. I would assume this would be like an aggressive, likes battling well, or would that be creepy, edgy, mischievous? Sometimes there is overlap between those like two vibes. I find. And that makes things tricky. I kind of like it more as like a battling thing, so I'd just go into fighting type then. Gambler. Okay, that's a word. Please? I'm gonna assume it doesn't. I feel like Porygon almost always shows up right away, though. I mean, I guess I kind of associate, like, black and white for a gambler because of, like, rolling the dice, and even, I guess, just more in a more metaphorical sense. But I don't really get any types or anything. Gandalf. Okay, I don't even know how to categorize that at all, I'll be honest. I mean, I guess I said it with, like, gray or white for his, like, beard. And... Okay, damn! We got 2 double Electros early, like, yesterday while doing this. The 2 of them Metagross goes kind of crazy, though. Anyway. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do with Gandalf. Gasherbrum. Well, surely that has to just be a funny sound. Gasoline would be a word. I mean, I guess what? Gasoline is, like, probably closer to black, but I also associate it with red for, like, fire. I kind of see that being, like, an aggressive Pokemon name. And then, if anything, it's probably going to be a fire type. We think that maybe a dragon type because of the whole, you know, dragon types breathing fire, but it's kind of stretching some shit there, I guess. Oh, we'll run with it. Two normal and steel. I don't think Porygon can honestly appear in those, but could be wrong. Ah, yes, we got Gassy Passy and Passy Gassy. I guess names. I mean, I associate it kind of with, like, green for, like, stinky fart sound, but and maybe like a poison type if anything else. But that's about it. Geeb Gob and Geep Gop. Okay, well that's just funny sounds. I got nothing there. Gen 2 as in like the penguin. I mean, I'll look it up real quick to see if there's any unique colors it has, or just black and white coloring is sort of the most appropriate. Mainly black and white with like a little bit of an orange beak, but those are the two colors, I mean, that are penguin associated anyway. And then I guess like water type. I would put flying, even though they don't fly. I don't know why, that just feels kind of logical to me. Or just because they have the wings, I think. And they're a bird. Even if penguins can't fly. Whatever. Gent. Okay, I guess that's going as a funny sound. I mean, maybe it was meant to be short for, like, gentleman. But I don't really think we're getting anywhere else with that. Gewehr. E-H-R. I think that's another German gun, yeah. I mean, well, most of them look pretty brown as, like, the coloring. Maybe, like, gray for, like, a bullet, but I don't think we're getting anywhere else with that. Let's see. Ghostface. That's another one where I don't really know how to categorize it. I mean, black and white most likely for the costume. Creepy, edgy, mischievous. I mean, darker ghost would make the most sense. Ghosty McFace. Well, that's a quirky name. I mean, again, I guess black and white for the most part. The sort of ghost colors. Creepy, edgy, mischievous, dark and ghost. It's funny to call something edgy and mischievous and then put it under quirky names, but, like, that was just the easiest way to generally categorize stuff. Giant. Okay, that's a word. I mean, that'd be anything that's tall or big. I don't think we're getting much more than that. Giant stomach and super stomach. That'd be under quirky names. I don't think we're going anywhere else with that. Gimmick. That'd be a word. I don't really think I can associate that with much else. Gerbloof and Gerbluff. Now that's funny sounds with, like, nothing else. to go off of. What am I? Oh, Stonefisk. I saw like a little tail. I was like, why is there a rattlesnake tail? I was very confuzzled. Okay, we got glacial, which is a word. I mean, let's see, with blue and white for ice and snow, and then mainly ice and water types. Same with glacier. I mean, that's just the exact same thing for the most part. Come on, Porygon, please. I mean, I know I've seen some and not gone for them, so like, it's not like, oh, I've not seen them ever, but... Okay, Glass Cage is definitely a quirky name, but I got nothing else for it, I don't think. Glasses is a word. Let's see, I don't really think I know anything else for it. Glebus is a sound, I got none. Glitz Pit, I guess we're going under quirky. No, actually, let's go under video game miss, because that's a reference to Paper and the Thousand Year Door, like a fighting arena. So I'm going with aggressive, likes fighting, and then the fighting type. I think I'm starting to run out of little steam on the nickname stuff. Oh boy. The fact that we've been through like a third of the nicknames. It's like, I mean, if nothing else, I could use this as a starting point for some nicknames. So. I also don't really know what else to do or discuss while going about things. I guess I could just talk about what I did today. I guess that's normally what I would do at the beginning of the stream, but... Okay, we ball. Yes, then I ended up going to a yearly garage sale with my girlfriend that is like themed around, or primarily themed around Star Wars merchandise. We found out about them because I mentioned maybe like a month ago we went to a semi-medium-sized local convention-ish at a local library there's like a Star Wars thing that has like a lot of people go up and there's vendors and stuff, and that's how we initially found out about it like 3 years ago. We've been going every year too after the, because they host like a month after the convention usually, give or take. Yeah, so we've been there before. We went today. It was supposed to rain, so we kind of got not rushed, but we couldn't, dilly-dally too much. So we didn't get the chance to like really look at everything like thoroughly and just goof around and all that. But we did find some stuff. I ended up getting a couple things. So pretty much, I don't really get that much Star Wars merchandise. I definitely lean more in terms of Pokemon merchandise. But my girlfriend tends to get a lot more Star Wars stuff. But I ended up getting a few things. Sort of like, okay, so generally speaking, like, I'm trying to think how I want to... And I've gone for like a couple figures in the between the library convention thing and the garage sale. I've gone for like a couple figures. I mean, the main thing I think I ended up going for originally was like an Emperor Palpatine figure, because you can get a lot of like the loose figures now in the packaging for like under $5. Sometimes even in the packaging you can get them for $5, like the older ones, because they just don't hold that much value anymore. Well, shockingly, a lot of the package older Star Wars figures like don't really sell for that much. Even like popular, you get like Han Solo, let's say. Granted, then again, Han Solo's probably been very mass produced, but you get like a popular character from like Return of the Jedi Han Solo in its packaging, it's like $5. But anyway, what was I trying to say? Yeah, so I go for that. Like the very first year, I went for an Emperor Palpatine figure because it was like one of the few characters I didn't have as a kid that I really wanted. Because it's just a big character in the movies. Okay, now we got double Ages left. Now I'm just getting amused by like the double alphas. Yeah, so that's something I've looked out for, but so this time I ended up... So, actually, okay. Bring it back. So, previously, over the past... I think, like, 3 years ago... I bought the Emperor Palpatine, I think it was at the library thing, and then, like, 3 years ago, I think I bought, like, a Coyote Mundi figure for, like, $3 from the garage sale. He's one of the members of the Jedi Council in episodes 1 through 3. 'Cause I had a few of them. Like, I mean, I have like Mace Windu and Yoda as a kid, and I also had Kit Fisto, which is like the green alien guy on the Jedi Council. But then I got Kid Munda, and then I think the next year at the garage sale, I picked up like Sassy Tin. I think they say his name, another member of the council. That like that. Yeah. I mean, I knew who like Kid Munda was because of like Star Wars Battlefront, like the original one. The original Battlefront 2 on like the PS2 is where I played it. But so I ended up picking up him, and then I got Sassy Ting just because I knew he was a member of the Jedi Council. So I've been like slowly gathering just a few of them every so often. But today I ended up picking up Ayla Secura. Who did I get? I got Ayla Secura. I got. Oh fuck! I should know. How am I already forgetting? I'm old. I can't. There were 2 more. I picked up 3 in total. I know I was considering getting Adigalia, but it was in a packaging, and I didn't quite want... Even though it was only like $5, I didn't want to like buy it and then open it up. I felt kind of weird about doing that, because it's like a figure that's not in production anymore. So that's why I tend to buy the loose figures. It's sort of a weird thing there. Because they're also like just like the small... They're not like super fancy collectible, but... I'm trying to think. So I got Ayla Secura. Oh, I got Shock T. Was another one. Ayla Secura being also in Battlefront 2, and Shock T I know primarily from like The Force Unleashed. Who was the third one? I know I got a third one. I was like $11 between all 3 of them. They're not nothing like too much. Okay, I'm entirely blanking on who the third one was, but I ran with it. I'm slowly getting all the Jedi Council members for shits and giggles, or at least like, the name Jedi that have smaller roles in the movies, or a lot of times the Clone Wars animated show is a big one where they show up. And I'll have to update that whenever I think of what it was. I'll have to update you. And then the other thing that I got, so outside of just like the occasional small figures, I mean, I've gotten like a few other small things. I got like small knockoff Lego things, like $250 each. The one year I have them sitting on my like fireplace. One of Kylo, one of like a purple themed clone trooper. I don't tend to get them. Oh, I got coasters one year because they're like nice, and it was like $5 each for the coasters too. It wasn't even that much, but like they had like printed little Star Wars things on them, which I proceeded to never open up, and I've had it sitting on my dresser for like 3 years. Like a dingus. But I don't know why I'm like prepping this up like I'm gonna say the most crazy thing known to man. But yeah, so I ended up doing that, and then I think a lot of times I want to get stuff from like the games more than anything a lot of the times. And then I think I mentioned at the library convention I bought a pretty big poster that has like a lot of the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back, and Boba Fett, and then I think it has like Dengar and Bossk and Forlum and IG-88, all the ones that everyone knows besides Boba Fett. I'm just speaking, nonsense to people who don't know what Star Wars is, or don't know a ton about Star Wars, but I look for gaming stuff. They did have a couple things from so they have I've talked about the Black Series figures a little bit before, but they're nicer figures. They have a cool packaging to them. They have a ton of different characters, some pretty well known, some less, some from games, some from shows. But they're pretty nice figures, all things considered, and so going for those can be fun because they're a nice collectible. I haven't really bought any of them. I bought some for my girlfriend as a gift, of like Boba Fett and then Ahsoka. Just characters that she likes. And I know she bought a couple of them from the Bad Batch at the library convention thingy. But yeah, I mean, I really want, I think I talked about this too, I really want Starkiller from The Force Unleashed as a Black Series figure. That's the one, that or maybe not even made, that or even, if they've made one, General Ram Kodo would be really cool. Because The Force Unleashed was sort of my big single-player Star Wars game growing up. I didn't play Knights of the Old Republic or anything. So that's sort of where I have a big attachment to the characters, and Battlefront 2 was the other big game I played, which, I mean, there's nothing there that is not like exclusive to Battlefront that I'm like, oh yes, I need it because it's Battlefront. I want to check that. Whatever, we'll go over here. I'm sort of hyping this up. Yeah, they had like stuff for like Jedi Survivor, which I unfortunately have yet to play. I don't quite have the attachment to it. Honestly, I'm just going this exact same thing. I don't fucking care. Let's see, anything in here that helps me? Sure. Yeah, so I mean, I've sort of been looking for Force Unleashed, but the one thing that I have seen was like $100, because it was like the character and a couple stormtroopers, and it was like a bigger thing, and I'm like, but I'm bringing this up as a preface to say that last year at the thing, I ended up buying, one of the few things I got last year was a Funko Pop of, the second sister, I believe it is. I believe that's the correct number, from Jedi Fallen Order. It's like sort of like the main protagonist, or not antagonist, villain kinda. I really like the character, and it's a little bit more niche, so I got like a $5 Funko Pop of it or something, and I was like, oh, that's cool, and I kept it in the packaging just so I could remember who the fuck it was, because they all have the same outfit. But this year I splurged a tiny bit, because they also had a figure, like a Black Series figure of her in the packaging, for $20, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, that's cool. I may not get Starkiller, but I'll take that. I think, as I said, I think it's the first Black Series one I've bought for me. I know I bought some, as I said, for my girlfriend as gifts, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a cool find. So it was really funny that this year I ended up buying members of the Jedi Council and the second sister, and last year I bought a member of the Jedi Council and the second sister. So I don't know. I just thought that was a funny parallel, but that's what we did today. And then yeah, and then we just walked around Target a little bit. Went to see if they had Pokemon cards. They didn't, but that's not anything. And then we just organized Pokemon cards because we have, you can't see them actually, but we have like tons of them that need to get organized. Like stacks and stacks. It's really gotten bad. And then we just end up buying. It's usually me. I end up buying more, you know, wanting to buy more or whatever, and we need to organize shit. It's really bad. So we spent a bunch of time doing that. I had to scan a bunch of cards into like TCG Player to keep track of what we had. We didn't even get to organize them in binders. I just had to like keep track of what we did have. So I probably don't need to be doing all this. This is a fun time. We've been doing it for the past couple of years, and every time we enjoy ourselves. So, I mean, it's just cool to look at the, like, because they have a lot of older merchandise, you know, they have older figures from, you know, original trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy, and stuff from the new, you know, the modern stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just cool to see the huge variety of Star Wars, like, I mean, a lot of times figures, that's just, like, a big thing. But, like, the merch and the figures that are available, it's just really interesting. So I like it in that regard. And yeah, I mean, like, I'm not buying much, and because it's secondhand, a lot of it is less expensive than buying it, you know, from this, like, Target or from Amazon or whatever. So I mean, I haven't looked too much into, like, Jedi Fallen Order, like, the black figures, because I'd be more intrigued, the Black Series figures. I'd be intrigued to go for, I forget their names now because it's been a while, but, Cal Kestis, the main character, and, oh my gosh, I keep blanking on the name of the guru. The Dathomir and Witch lady. Those two would be big ones. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to go for Acolyte, because they have, like, Acolyte figures would be a huge one to go for as well, just because I like the slightly more niche things, but things that mean a lot to me personally, I guess, or I find interesting personally. I mean, I think going for things that are less, popular, I tend to like, because I think it gives more meaning to me. You know, I mean, like, it's like, yeah, I like the character of, you know, Han Solo or whatever, Luke Skywalker, shit like that, but like, whoop-de fucking do, so does everyone. Like, you know, and there's a ton of figures of them and whatnot, so it just doesn't mean as much. I think I'm just gonna leave. I probably missed a couple Pokeballs, but I don't know. I'm not gonna run all the way back around. Oh, wait, I have the Go Pokeball I can still find. I should probably go for that, actually. Yeah. That was my, like, long, rambly, nonsensical talk, I guess. But yeah, I say they have stuff. I actually didn't even finish it. I'm great at this. Yeah, like that. So, like, they had stuff for a couple things for, like, the Acolyte. I don't know how many of the Black Series figures they have. I mean, I've seen a couple. But, I mean, most interestingly would be the villain. That I'm blanking on his name entirely off the top of my head, but he'd be really cool. I know they have, like, so they have, like, they've been making figures that are sort of like the retro figures where they're pretty simple, and they kind of have, like, a similar packaging that are cool. And so they had one of that, but it was, like, 20 or 25 bucks, and, like, they don't display quite as nicely as the black figures, because, like the way the packaging is and stuff. Like they're cool. But, I don't know, I can't justify spending, like, a ton of money on it. So, maybe one day I'll get some of them from the Acolyte, because that'd be cool. I just don't want to spend an arm and a leg on them. I don't know, it's sort of like, yeah, with Pokemon cards, I'm like, I want to buy more, I want to buy more, I want to get more, I want to get all of them. And then with, maybe I got the Gold Pokemon, am I stupid? I'll go for this, for the berries. And then when it comes to like the Star Wars figures, I like getting like one or two occasionally, for like special situations. Because I don't want to spend too much, but I like, you know, and I don't know, I think getting them less often for me makes them mean a little more, I guess. But more as like just like a personal thing, I guess. Okay, I don't know, if I missed the Gold Pokeball, I might have missed it, I don't know. I'm not gonna get anything higher than like the 3-star berries out of them, so like I don't really care. There. Please get Porygon in that one area. That'd just be like perfect. We probably won't, but like please, excuse me. Unfortunately, I did leave in my girlfriend's car because it was raining, so I don't have any of them to show you. Otherwise, I would. And that way I could have remembered the third fucking Jedi Council member that I got. And I doubt my girlfriend would if I messaged her on Discord, to be honest, because she got a bunch. Nope. Okay, well. She ended up getting a bunch of stuff. She got more than I did. I'm trying to think even what she got. I know she got some. I mean, her favorite character is Boba Fett, so she got a couple things like that. I think she got like a figure that was modeled after the like the very original design of Boba Fett from like the Droids show before he was introduced in Empire Strikes Back. I know she got a different little Boba Fett figure that is sort of like a new figure with the retro styling that I was sort of talking about. She got like a figure thing that was like Boba Fett versus IG-88 with like a comic book in it. It was like an older thing, but it was kind of cool. That one's sort of one of the weird ones where it's like, because it's older, it's weirder. It feels weirder to open, but at the same time, she's like, well, I want to open it and look at the comic and stuff. So, I don't know. I kind of tend to lean more, at this point in my life, toward keeping that sort of thing in the case for me. Like, I'm not, like, judging her. I totally get why she'd want to open it, but I think I like the packaging flavor of it all, so to speak. So, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, yeah, she got some, like, weird $2 Jar Jar Binks, like, squishy rubber duck-esque thing. That was weird. She ended up getting a figure of Salacious B. Crumb, the little monkey from Return of the Jedi in Jabba's palace. for like $1. I think she got another like cheaper figure as well for a couple bucks. That was just like a loose figure with no packaging. I don't think if there's anything else I can think. Fuck it, do I just take it at this point? Like, I could try to get a small area without Dino, but like, man, do I just want to get moving on this? I think I just... Fuck! Why? Okay, do I try to get Audino in a small area? Like, that's basically what we're trying to do at this point. I can just hunt Audino some other way at some other point. And especially because it's only one Pokemon in the Evo line. Okay, I want to get moving with the actual shiny hunt here. This is starting to take too long. I will take the small area. Fingers crossed we get either flat area or a good spawn in the sewer where I can just repeatedly teleport over and over again to make my life easy. If not, we'll make it all work out. I just need to fucking get anywhere with this. I've been at this for an hour and a half today and like an hour and a half yesterday. I probably skipped a good opportunity at some point. I think there was a small with Porygon and Audino, but it was Pidgey and I skipped it, and now I kind of regret that because I didn't realize just how painful this was going to be. Yeah, I just want to get a move on with my life. Okay. We gotta find our normal one sparkling donut. I'm also really quickly going to my spreadsheet to make sure I'm ready to update. And then, yeah, we're just gonna at some point have to hope down the line we get more normal powers, because we only have the one. We don't actually have that much time. Grant, we're only looking for one line. We have, yeah, about every 6-ish minutes. I mean, looking at this, maybe every about 1,000 calories we're gonna want to reset. So, fingers crossed we get something decent here. Yeah, I am playing this kind of risky. This might take a long time. I mean, maybe a medium area would have been smarter, because I could have gone... Okay, we got this area. Perfect. I don't even care about going for anything else. Okay. I mean, I have to do the teleport method here. But we can just keep doing this. If I see Shiny Porygon, we'll go. I'm not even going to be worried about the other shiny lines. Because we know if we teleport, we can't lose them. I actually don't even know where the Bunnelby Diggersby is, but this is the best approach here. Because otherwise I'd have to feint and manually wait for him to respawn. Like, we don't have a choice other than to do it this way and just kind of hope we get it. But given every teleport is only a few seconds and we had 18 minutes, it should work out. Plus I can try to be really quick about it, because everything is immediately spawning in our view. But yeah. Yeah, there's no like, oh no, what if something didn't load, or I should wait a sec to make sure everything loads or whatever. Don't even need to do that. Okay, and then we didn't no Shrew or Grafia with this, but I probably could also go for those with poison powers, which we have a poison 1 and 2 poison 3s. I would assume they spawn in poison areas. I mean, even if not, I can still hunt them with the poison power in a normal area. Just not super efficient. I'm not going to be getting anything else out of it, but... And we do have a few all-types. We have 2 all-types 1s, one of which is an Alpha 2, an all-types 2, and 2 all-types 3s. But I kind of want to save those for multi-type areas, ideally. Or, I mean, I guess if it ends up being for a normal type, that's fine. The all-types 1 Alpha 2 is probably going to go toward trying to shiny hunt a Mareep Alpha shiny. Unless I get something better for that, because we only have 1 electric 3 power. It's the only electric we have, and there's no alpha associated with it. And, like, Alpha Mareep's, like, the big want as a Mareep fan. My second favorite Pokemon. It's favorite in this game, since Feel is not here. But, yeah. Okay, now I'm actually just curious about... So I brought up the Star Wars Black Series stuff. Oh, I put a V in there on accident. Typing with one hand because I want to be as efficient as I can. Actually, can I just like type in like all figures? Like, is there like a list of them maybe? curious, because I know some characters have gotten multiple. Complete checklist on 671 figures, starting in 2013. Oh yeah, some of these are like specific to certain areas. There's some that are Target, there's some that are Amazon. Most are retail, a couple are Best Buy, a couple are conventions even. That is kind of crazy. And yeah, some of these get like pretty specific with the characters. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it comes down to, I think, how easy some of these are to get, too. Oh, and they're even sorting... Oh, okay. Oops. They sort of sorted this generally by series, even. Oh, that's cool. So now I'm not looking at it via year. Oh, they have the gaming grades. Oh, these were all GameStop for the most part. Huh. Let me see. Where does it... Has this always been... Oh, maybe it... No, maybe these are always... Always been this way. Oh, maybe starting in... After, like... They've been doing it in phases. So for a while, at the very beginning, it was doing... Gotcha, they were doing it by just sort of general groups of characters. I see. And then starting in like late, like 2020-ish, they start to really go by like phases. Maybe a little later than that, actually. 2021. Gotcha. Because yeah, there's like Andor. Attack of the Clones specifically. Carbonized. Galaxy's Edge. Huh. Okay, they got the gaming greats. This is what I'm most interested in. They got Heavy Battle Droid from Battlefront 2, Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Nihilus from Republic, Electro Staff Purge Trooper from Fallen Order. Like, this is what I mean, though. They get very specific. Scout Trooper from Fallen Order, Shadow Stormtrooper from Force Unleashed, Stormtrooper Commander from Force Unleashed, Imperial Rocket Trooper, Cal Kestis, Deluxe, whatever that means. Flame Trooper Zalbar. Some of these I don't even know. Night Brother Warrior, Battlefront 2 Jet Trooper. RC-1138 Boss. What the fuck does that mean? I need like pictures of all these. Imperial Senate Guard, Arc Trooper, Umbra Operative, Night Brother Archer, RC-1207, 13th Time Trooper, RC-140, Riot Scout Trooper, AX Security Droid from Jedi Survivor, B1 Battle Droid from Jedi Survivor, RC... okay, RC-1262 is Scorch. Oh, and then Fixer and Boss. Those are all the clone commandos from Commander Republic. Gotcha. That took a moment. Or Republic Commando, sorry. I said that wrong. Yeah, because there's a battle droid from Republic Commando. Darth Malik, Bastila Shan, Rocket Launcher Trooper from Fallen Order, Darth Maul from Old Master, Darth Malgus, General Grievous Battle Damage. Starkiller of the Force Unleashed is the one that I want. But, yeah, okay. Oh, Night Sister Marin is the other one I was bringing up. Dagan Gara, whatever the fuck that means. Lord Starkiller? Is that... Oh, that's... What is it? It's listed as fan channel. What the fuck does that mean? They got holiday stuff. Kenobi show. There's some interesting ones from the Kenobi show, I feel like. Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One. Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew would be kind of fun to go for, but I'm cheap. Rebels. I know my girlfriend wants a lot of those, which she really likes Rebels, and I don't blame her. Okay, yeah, the Acolyte. Okay, they do have a lot of things here. Some of these are like more specific. They got, yeah, OSHA, they got Soul, Deki Lon, Yord Fonda, a couple of the random Jedis, May, Basil, the little rodent guy, the Stranger Khmer, that's probably the one I want the most. They got Bad Batch, I don't care. The Boba Fett, I don't really care that much. I mean, some of the Cad Bane ones are kind of cool, but that's about it for me. The Clone Trooper show, that's interesting. Mandalorian Loyalist and Super Commando. Asajj Ventress was another one I've been kind of looking for, but a lot of times I've seen it's been more expensive than I'm willing to pay. Navajo Press. I don't think I've seen that, actually, funny enough. Clone Commander Jesse. Oh, Darth Maul with the cybernetic legs. That sounds cool. Now I'm just looking at this, LMAO. New stuff. Oh my god, there's so much from The Mandalorian. Holy fucking Jesus. I don't care about any of it. Mandalorian and Grogu got stuff. Skywalker. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I don't know how we're doing on time. How many calories are at? 3,600. Okay, we got time. Can I find one of those like photos of them? Oh, I actually can. I can go by release year, it looks like. Hey, they're in 2026. Okay, maybe this is more brain power than I thought it would be. A little bit. Oh, Star Killer for some getting rates. And retail price $43. Jeez. I gotta be so careful I don't accidentally leave. Yeah, I don't think I really want to spend that much money on figures. I'm just gonna... I hate Anakin and Captain Rex. There's some just like cool niche or more niche stuff that I quite like. The Bulba. I feel like I'm not seeing everything here, but hey. Hit a Jedi Fallen Order 3-pack, Second Sister Cal Kestis, and Purge Trooper? Oh, that's actually cool. Maybe I have seen that one now that I think about it. Oh yeah, they got Shirtless Maul. I think I saw that. Nah. George Lucas is a Stormtrooper. Okay, well we're going a little wild now. I'm having too much fun looking at this. I'll be honest. I'm easily amused. Oh. Yeah, there's fun stuff in here. I mean, they got stuff from like Knights of the Old Republic, which is cool. I just have never played that. Knight Brother Archer. Okay, that looks familiar from Fallen Order. It's been a while since we've done that now. What do we have? Jawa and Salacious P. Crumb Holiday Edition. Okay, we're getting a little niche with that, I guess. Oh yeah, they got the other Star Killer, the Force Unleashed one. I think I'd rather have it the one without the helmet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still looking. I was trying to see... Okay, I think the reason I didn't find that many is because I was just looking at 2026, which they probably just haven't released as many. Looking at some of the Acolyte shenanigans. I will say, we only technically need 2 shiny Porygon right now for the trade evos. I mean, ideally we get 3, but... I think Calcestis. Some of these are, like, not the figures per se, too. They have, like, helmets and stuff, which is cool. Just not exactly what I'm intending to be looking at. Let's see. Okay, there's a lot here, LMAO. They're linking... Oh. A very specific type that I'm not familiar with at all. For, like, recommending for buying it. That's interesting. I don't know what I'd do with that info, because I just saw that it said sale, and I was like, huh? Sale where? Oh, maybe was I looking at some stuff from older years? Feel like a very confusing site because I'm dumb. Oh no, I think I just clicked 2024, not 2025. Huh. Okay, Kamir is the one from the Acolyte I don't want, but the thing they're linking is out of stock, it looks like. So I don't even know. Oh no, now I'm seeing things I already saw. Okay, well, I don't even know. Fine. I can't really Google and play, so I'm not gonna do that right now in terms of like being like, how much do these go for on eBay? I'm pretty sure the Star Killer ones go for more than I'm willing to pay. Unfortunately. Huh. Yeah, now some of these have like tracking things, so you can keep track of all like the ones you've collected, which is kind of cool. Okay. No, this is Switch 1. I'm too cheap to buy a Switch 2 right now. One day I will, but probably closer to when Winds and Waves comes out. I'm also partially waiting to see if I can get like a limited edition one. The Ocarina of Time stuff? Am I winning? So far, not really. I haven't found a shiny Porygon. It took me an hour and a half to even find this area, and it was not optimal, so... it's pretty good, but I'm only really looking for Porygon here, so I get Buneary or Bunnelby. It doesn't really do me any good. I was hoping to have Audino as well, but after like 3 total hours, I ran out of patience and just said, fuck it, I'm doing this and moving on with my life. And in the meantime, I was looking at the Star Wars Black Series figures out of curiosity. I was looking at like the list of them online. You know, you get such crazy things as Pirate Captain Brutus from Port Borgo the Skeleton Crew. And also there was a shiny Porygon. I knew that. I was testing you. Yay! Look at you! I mean, the Great Ball just works so well for it. Like, I technically could do Lure Ball, but the Great Ball just kind of feels right. Oh, shit. Oh, it doesn't care. He's just vibing. Let's go! Shiny Porygon! Woo! Okay, 1 down. Technically 3 to go, but at least one, or not 3 to go, 2 to go, but at least 1 more would be ideal. Let's go. And I don't even have to put any effort in. I can just sit here and click buttons and not even pay attention. Okay, that is good that we got 1. I have a decent bit of in-game time to find at least 1 more. Preferably 2, but 1 is all that I desperately need. And how are they looking? Go back to the Star Wars thing. Oh, never mind! I'm not going back to the Star Wars thing! What the heck? That was instant! Okay! I'll take a number 2. Don't mind if I do. Yeah! Thanks for stopping by, Bridget. You're clearly good luck. Let's take a number 2. Poop! Okay, I mean, 1 more would be ideal, just to get the full line going. That was, like, back-to-back. That's really funny. Anyway, back to Star Wars, because clearly all I need to do is start talking about Star Wars stuff with you, and then Shiny Porygon shows up. They're looking good, the Black City stuff. I was kind of just curious, because there's a whole range of stuff. I was kind of partially curious what they had in terms of, like, some of the random gaming stuff. Because they have, like, the old Star Killer, which is, like, the sort of default model from The Force Unleashed. But they also, I guess, are coming out with one, which is referred to as Lord Star Killer from, like, the DLCs of the first game, where he has, like, a helmet. Both are pretty sick. And then I was also looking at, like, Mir, for example. I was curious about that one from the Acolyte. And there's just some other things I see, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, like, Basil. And I'm working on a limited list here. Hang on. And prototype Boba Fett exclusive, where it's like he's white. You know, that kind of thing. Or George Lucas with Stormtrooper disguise. Like the costume is white. Like it's pure. It's like a white costume instead of green. Get your head out of the gutter. Pokemon, the one episode, of course, he is in jail. I was also saying they have the, there's like a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 3-pack with, Second Sister, Cal Kestis, and Purge Trooper. Now that I say that out loud, I don't need that, because I just got the Second Sister, but irrelevant. I mean, a Cal Kestis one when her, because I also have, the Night Sister from Jedi Order as a figure, which is pretty cool. That'd be a cool one to get. I mean, I have a pretty limited set of, like, what I'm interested in. To, like, actually own figures of. At least if I'm gonna have to spend more than, like, $5-10. But there are a few. So if I had that one episode of the okay, I read that. I'm dumb. Sorry, I was just so excited to read your message. I mean, like, it'd be cool to get, like, an Asajj Ventress figure, but I don't know how much those cost. I also really can't easily look up how much stuff costs, because I'm trying to... I only have one hand right now. Phase 2 Clone Trooper Holiday Edition. Wait, Star Wars 40th Anniversary of the Black Series Job at the Hutt Return of the Jedi exclusive set featuring Salacious B. Crumb. Yeah, they do have other Acolyte characters as well lying around, which is kind of cool. How much is Yord selling for from this? They link to like one site on this other site that sells figures, but that's not really my ideal approach. Captain Rex would be cool. Once again, though, yeah, I'm only willing to Mr. B. Crumb. Yeah, he's got a Black Series figure. Oh yeah, they have ARC Trooper 5s. Like, there's some cool ones that like. I tend to like the slightly more niche ones I was talking about earlier. Like things that have like an actual personal meaning to me, as opposed to just going, excuse me, for like, I don't know, Luke Skywalker or whatever. Not in the same way that you go for like Boba Fett, but you know, things I like it when it gets a little niche, which is why I like the Acolyte stuff or the gaming stuff. Some of us like popular characters, true. Hey, I'm not blaming you. It just doesn't always do as much for me. You know, I could get Luke Skywalker and Grogu from the Book of Boba. Sorry, I thought it was Yoda, and then I read more. I said I was gonna look over my Bill Pokemon spreadsheet. Hey, that's something niche. Oh boy. There's an incoming one. Oh, okay. That immediately got off Star Wars stuff. I don't really care as much. Oh, there's a Moff Gideon one. It's cool they have like some of the niche like clone commanders from the Clone Wars too. I saw one that was like for Commander Bly. You know Commander Bly, right, Bridget? But give us some Commander Bly information. Like, you know, what does he look like? What Jedi does he work with? You know all this stuff. No Googling allowed. It says you immediately type CC5052. Damn. To be fair, what I'm looking at, I mean, it shows the commander. It doesn't. I'm not looking at any information. I know who Bly is with without having to look, because I think I also like the clone commanders. I mean, to be fair, back when the Clone Wars was coming out and I was really into Lego stuff, there was a lot of people making like custom Lego figures for random commanders that show up for like 5 minutes. And that made me way too interested in them. Plus, you also see them in like Revenge of the Sith, because you could see Bly briefly in Revenge of the Sith when he kills the Jedi that he's with. On which planet, though? I could also name that because I'm a fucking dork. You're not the only one with the erroneous Star Wars information bottled up in your brain. I may have more Pokemon stuff now than Star Wars, but I got some Star Wars stuff in there too. Just like dangling around loosely. Yeah, we get, you know, Ayla Secura adjacent lore. You know, she was killed on Felucia. It was very tragic. Hey, I mean, if you wanna, I was gonna say, I guess you could give me commanders and I could probably tell you who they go to, but I mean, you could also find like the most obscure shit. So, quick name all the places Shak Ti died. On oh god, whatever General Grievous's ship name is, on Felucia and the Force Unleashed. There's probably a third one, but those are the only two I know off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there is a third one. I mean, the General Grievous one was cut from Revenge of the Sith. There was a deleted scene, and then, yeah, the Force Unleashed one happens. Yes. So, well, Ayla Secura dies in Revenge of the Sith on Felucia. Shak Ti goes into hiding on Felucia in the Force Unleashed, and you go there. Yeah, they actually both die on Felucia. And, I mean, granted, I guess, frankly, the Felucia Shak Ti is probably technically more canon than the Revenge of the Sith one, because the Revenge of the Sith one was a deleted scene. I don't know what the other canon death for. I'm pretty sure there's another one. I don't know from where though. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it'd be like Disney recognized canon, given, you know, it's not the main movies. But, you know, it's definitely one of those extended universe, like, I choose to believe it. But tell me Yoda's brother's name? Is this like a trick question? Because Yaddle is not Yoda's brother. How dare you? It's actually Yobert. That's his brother. You know, Yobert. Are we talking about Yaddle? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're going for a trick question. They're the same species, I'm pretty sure. Yobert is Yachty's husband, not Yoda's brother. Okay. Okay, sure. It can't be both? Huh? Hmm? You're thinking of yogurt? No, that's the food, Bridget. What? Why would I be thinking about the food? I already ate dinner. I'm full. The food and the male type is named after the character. Wait, oh, okay, the food and oh, gotcha. Yeah, the yogurt as food did not exist until what, like, we'll be nice, the 1970s. We'll be generous. Actually, it'd be like late 1970s at that point, because New Hope was what, 77? Yoda wasn't even a thing then. No, it would have had to been like 1980s because Empire Strikes Back came out in the 80s. No, so yogurt was invented in the 80s if it's like an extended universe type of situation. Where they, yogurt, Yoda's brother was invented. I'm taking this very seriously. These are some serious accusations. It has been around since the 1950s. He was Elvis Presley's rival. Well, I guess that's now in the clip. Hello! Damn, we just got Porygon journey number 3! That went very crazy smooth. I guess the teleport method is a lot better than I realized, because this is only normal 1. That was like a half hour at most. We were running back and forth looking for Porygon for like 3 hours in a different situation with normal 1 and did not find any. So that's pretty funny. Okay, I'll take it. You know what? We take it. I guess I just have to decide what I want to do here now. Do I keep looking for shinies? Nothing but a hound you ain't. What did Yoda write? Elvis's songs? Also, I have no clue where the Bunnelby even spawn, mind you. Supposedly they're here. Oh, boy. What was the thing you just sent me on Discord, Bridget? Would you like to... What is happening? Inspired by Harry Styles, but with a Star Wars twist. Ah, yes. You looking at the trying to look for Boba Fett fanfic? Hey, I can't say I blame you. No hesitation there. Art. I want art. Well, then why were you in the fanfiction section? Looking for fanfiction X-Reader of Din Djarin and Reader. Okay, I should probably go just take a quick look around, see where the Bunnelby are. See if any shinies happen to spawn, and then we'll call it good for the night. And then I guess I'll have to decide tomorrow. I mean, I'll go get the Pokeballs real quick at some point tomorrow. I mean, maybe I'll just stay here and try to shiny hunt a little more for shits and giggles, since I'm already here. But I don't really need to do too much, so... I already got all 3 Porygon somehow. Okay. Now, let me see, where's the Bunnelby at even? Have they been spawning? Where are they? Oh, I don't actually think these guys have been getting hit by the resets. The Bunny and Lopunny have. These guys definitely haven't been. That's like the one spot they couldn't have spawned for this to work, but like, I already have Bunnelby, it's fine. Because yeah, if I run all the way down here, they despawn. Except for that one. So I mean, I guess if I wanted to go for more, I could, but there's not really a point. Okay. We got Angry Lopunny. Wait, quick, I gotta get a screenshot of a Porygon for my thumbnail. Quick. Hey, remember my thumbnail? Damn, he just fucking rejected me. Hi. Anyway, okay. Well, we'll keep figuring out what I want to do here tomorrow. I might only stick around for a few minutes at the start of next stream, depending on how I'm feeling. But see. We'll see what I end up doing. But, yeah, okay. I gotta wrap things up here for a night stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be streaming again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.